What is going on? My question is, before I get into the video, is how corny are my thumbnails? My thumbnails, that's all I could do. You just put it on this tripod that's probably $10 on Amazon, and then you have a phone that connects to a satellite, and this guy will not get off his fucking phone. Anyway, so why is faith the most important thing? Okay. We have just a ridiculous amount of opportunity here in real estate. It's pretty late right now. And I just wanted to pop on because there's going to be a lot of things that are moving against you. Okay. Number one is society. Number two is your friends. Number three is, say, colleagues or competition, the industry, the government, the market. Everything's going against you. Nothing's actually going for you. Okay. What's going on, Erwin? How we doing? The only thing going for you is you, okay? Thank you very much on congratulations on the race. It was a tough one. And that's part of it, is that I started this whole triathlon journey early in this year, okay? I didn't like running, okay? I sort of liked to bike, but I didn't like running at all. I was running an 8:30 minute mile. Maybe that's good for folks, but I was like 8:30 or 9. It's not that good, okay? But I kept at it. So what I have to say about faith is there's a couple of things. Number one is you're going to notice that the time will pass anyway, okay? The time is passing anyway, okay? Tomorrow will come. Tomorrow will go. Friday will come. Friday will go. The weekend will come. The weekend will go. Why am I being repetitious? Because in the morning, you want it to be the afternoon. In the afternoon, you want it to be the evening so you could go home. Then the alarm wakes up and then you say, holy shit, I don't want to go to work. Or maybe you do want to go to work. Or I don't want to go to the gym. Or I don't want to go biking. The time is going to pass, okay? That's guaranteed. As long as you're alive, time is going to pass, okay? So this is the thing. With faith, that things will work out. If the trajectory is still going up just a little bit, and you're going to go back in running. Do you think I was always getting better? But that's the thing, is that I started at a 9-minute mile, 8.5 minute mile. And this is the thing. I'm now running consistently around 7:15. That wasn't overnight. It's September 18th. It took me 9 months. The time passed anyway. Imagine that with something that you really want to do. So the time is going to pass as long as your trajectory is going up. That's the first part. The second part, what you're going to notice is that everyone that you thought was competition starts trailing off. All the companies, all the people, all the technology, all the services, the brands, all these Instagram people, as you start, which I'm going to talk to in the third part of this, is that as you start your trajectory, you start actually noticing you're getting closer and closer and closer to the person you used to look up to. And then you're on the same wavelength. And then you're actually going to say, they're actually not that good, or they're not that cool, or they're actually kind of a fraud, okay? The third part about this is that you have to start getting rid of shit that is not everything, that is not making you obtain your goals. You can actually, here's the story that I'm gonna leave you with, because I want this a short video, is that, so I was in Atlantic City with my parents for a triathlon over this weekend, okay? So I did the triathlon on Sunday. On Monday, I woke up, we went to breakfast. At breakfast, my mom started talking about a gift that I had. And the gift was that anything that was sort of wrong, so my dad has hard hearing, so we need to go into an area that it's easy for him to hear us and it's not too noisy. So I always go to the maitre d' or the waitress and I say, hey, listen, we want to be stuck, or we want to be put in the corner somewhere else. And then this woman had her iPhone with the light on and was trying to read the menu, and I got up, I walked over to her table and I said, hey, listen, the light's kind of in her eyes. Do you mind if you just point it down a little bit? And I came back to the table and my mom said, wow, you have this, you just go for things. And then it came to a head at breakfast. And she said, you have a gift. And you have a gift. And I didn't really like that. And I got really passionate. Not in a bad way, not in an angry way. I got very passionate. And this is the reason being, is that I created the person that you see. I created the person that's comfortable explaining stories like that on video. I came comfortable calling for business or getting up and asking politely where they actually apologize. And this is why. Because say she would put her light up, and I used to get intimidated just knowing how many agents there were, but in reality, half of them are not competition. Yeah. By the way, I would say 70% are not even competition, because 70% are just sitting there. The thing is, all you have to do is just be a little bit better, and you're in the top 30%. And then if you're just a little bit better, you're in the top 25%. I just looked at my results, 198 out of 2,100 people. 198, okay? I'm not that good. I'm just a little bit better. So with that story, I created the person. So for you, the people that are looking at this and will watch this, is that you have to spend the time to push away anything that's of distraction. And by the way, it's only getting worse. Okay? There's only more apps and technology and things you should buy and sneakers you should own and phones you should pick up because the new iPhone just came out. It's only getting worse. However, if you start pushing that away, there's more TV shows, more content, more things that are going to enter your life. If you start pushing that away, you're already just a little bit better. If you start actually going towards what you want to do and having faith it's going to work out. I had no faith that if I just ran an hour a day or if I biked for 2 hours, that I would actually be good. It was just faith. And then when the race came, I actually did good. So when you make the calls, you're not going to see the trajectory of doing well until you start getting listings. And that's exactly what happened. Just want to make sure my computer doesn't shut down. That's exactly what happened to me. I just took on 4 listings and I put them up this week. Okay. And I had a conversation with Eric, the guy that's working with me. And I told him, I said, people want to work with me because of me. Okay. It has taken me 10 years to get to this point. I created the person because I had faith. And it is the same thing with you. If you just have an upward trajectory, you will accomplish more than you'll ever know. I don't know when it's going to come. I don't know if it's 1 month, 1 year, 1 decade. For me, it was a decade. Okay? I'm trying to produce but not consume Instagram because it's good. Dude, in any distraction, this is the thing. So there's this guy, Ben Kinney, in real estate. The guy makes $1 million a month. Okay? He actually might make more. I think he actually makes more. Maybe $2 million a month, right around there. He makes a lot of money. Go look him up, okay? And he said in one of his interviews, he said that he owed $500,000 at one time. And the reason he owed $500,000, because he had the best website, he had the best technology, he had the right people, he had everything, okay? Yeah, $1 million a month. And he has thousands of agents under him, and he built that, okay? He does not come from a good background. I think he was abused, definitely divorced parents, just really bad childhood. And he said, I don't ever want to be in that situation again or put my children in that situation. So this is what he said, and I took it to heart, is that when you actually focus on what you want, okay, and then you understand what you want and the things that actually get you that, okay? If I sleep more, that may get me a little bit faster when I'm running, but to be honest, running makes me faster. If I'm on Instagram, do I maybe get a lead? I actually have never gotten a lead on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube. None of them have ever gotten me a lead, okay? You know what gets me leads? Is making fucking calls, okay? So all the Gary Vaynerchuks and all the Tom Ferrys, you know why, okay? It's easy. It's easy. It's easy. Because, well, I was gonna look for my phone. I'm using it right now. We make excuses. This is the last video I did, is that we make excuses to feel better. That's it. We make excuses to feel better. Instagram doesn't do shit. I don't care what anyone says. If you are someone that sells a service or something like social media, or you're an influencer, or you're in fitness or something like that, that's a little bit different. But in real estate, people sell real estate. Phone calls, interactions, talking to people sells real estate. That's why I don't look at my BPI Instagram. It's shit. Okay? Listen, Erwin, I don't give a shit what you say. Okay? If you think prospecting is dead, then prospecting is dead. If I tell you that I put on 4 exclusives this week, 2 of them were expireds, and 1 was a for sale by owner, and the other one was a longtime friend. Actually, no. It was a client that I've been doing business with. So that's repeat business. Okay? 2 people had their homes listed, and I called them, and they all hung up on me, and I followed up enough. No, I mean, unbelievable how they are trying to kill prospecting. I don't give a shit who's trying to do what. Prospecting is never going to die, okay? This is the thing is, and I'll explain this. Ben Kinney said that he had the best website. He had all the shiny objects. He had the social media. He had all these people. And this is the thing. When you have all of that and you are still $500,000 in debt, it is not Instagram, the websites, and all of that. It's you, okay? That's harsh, but you're also $500,000 in debt. So Ben Kinney said, it's me, okay? I said that, why are my clients not using me? Why am I not getting any business? It's me. I hired a content person, okay? I was paying her a lot of fucking money. Guess what? That website that I spent maybe $10,000 on and with and months of producing, guess where that is? Because it wasn't doing anything in student loan debt. So there you go. So if you are in debt, what's going on, Dan? So if you're in debt and you want to get out of debt, listen, Ben Kinney said, if you actually look at what gives you your business, it is the thing that you don't want to do. What makes you faster? You run more. What makes you faster on a bike? You do it more. What gets you into a relationship? You go on dates. You ask girls out. What gets you business? You pick up the phone and you call. That's what gets you business. Instagram doesn't get you dates. Instagram and Facebook and YouTube doesn't get me business at all. None of it. No one has ever said, I saw your YouTube video and I really liked it. I want you to list my property. No, they don't call me. So guess what I have to do? I have to call them. You actually have to go to the gym to get into shape. You actually have to eat correctly and move more and consume less, okay? Instagram's not on my phone. I had to download YouTube, okay? I want to be a public speaker and I'm not even making YouTube videos, okay? So guess what? That's not my priority right now. My priority is to make enough money that I can hire someone to do that for me. Because I noticed I don't want to edit. I don't want to make thumbnails. I don't want to do this shit. That actually, I want to just produce videos and be the person in front of the video and someone else does everything. How do I do that? I need to be a little bit outside of my comfort zone today than I was yesterday, okay? The faith happens when you know, I don't see how this is going to work out, but I know it's really uncomfortable and it's really hard. Okay? There's a book. Here it is. Fresh off the press. Guess who it is? Eckhart Tolle. All right? The title is everything, okay? I've already explained the book. I'm going to do a book review, even though I've said that pretty much on every single book, okay? Stillness is everything. The reason we don't like stillness is because we don't like what we talk about and what we think about. Why? Because that's when our problems arise, our anxiety, our distress, all of our fears, all of our insecurities just start bubbling up. Just sit in silence, because you know what? That's the area that says, I care about this enough that I'm going to think about it. I don't think about rocketry at all. Elon Musk only thinks about rocketry. There's people that think about, why is my following not growing? I don't think about that at all because I'm not an influencer. So this is the biggest thing. In silence is what you care about most. If you're in silence for just 5 fucking minutes, think about what your brain goes to, because that's what you care about most. And it's also the place that you need the biggest change. And it's also the place that you don't want to change the most. Relationships for me. I know that I approach girls at Chopped, okay? But I also know I kind of don't want to go out with them on the week and go drinking and be hungover. So I think, that's a good excuse. Let's use that for not talking to girls. When did I discover I use that as an excuse to not talk to girls? In silence. Because I want something, but my brain says, no, you could be publicly shamed. You have an insecurity behind that, so guess what we're gonna tell you? Here's the excuse. You don't like to drink on weekdays, so you're not hungover. That's what we're gonna use. That's why you don't approach. Bing, bing, bing. That's what your brain does. Your brain goes, what's worked in the past? You wanna sleep in? You deserve to. Oh, you worked out for 3 days? You deserve more rest. Your brain knows you better. The problem is, your brain's not right, okay? I know that because I've been pushing my body to the limit. But the funny thing is, it's all about the evening. It is not about the morning. It's about the evening. Because the evening is when your brain rests, you're not in front of a screen, you potentially leave your phone at work, and you could just think. Okay? Listen, I already know where I want to go based on the people that I look at is I don't want it to be rushed. Okay? I only want to be building a business so there's credibility when I talk and people say, okay, you know what? He's done something. Instead of someone that has a large following, I follow all those people because I work out with them. They have 50, 60, 70, 100,000 followers. There's one girl I know has 250,000 followers. Okay. She doesn't really read. Okay. She doesn't know shit, actually, about fitness. So, to me, she's not really credible, but she's really hot. And everyone else that I follow, the guys are really in shape. Okay. Yeah, organically. So that's the thing, is that I have faith, going back to the title of this video, I have faith everything is going to work out. Why do I have faith? Because I am slowly, the trajectory of my life has been like this for 10 years. So people, when they see me here, are like, it's Charles. 10 years later, they see me here and they say, it's a gift. You've been gifted. No, I've created the person. As Tony Robbins said in I Am Not Your Guru, he literally said, the person you see, I created. That's essentially what I've done, is that I've created my life based on 2 things only. Number 1, what are things that are not good in my life? Number 2 is, what are things that are good in my life? Do more of that and do less of this, okay? It's slow, it hurts, it's painful. I like Instagram, I like drama. I'm a normal human, but guess what? I unfollowed all of Barstool Sports. I unfollowed all these other things that were, like, I could go through more, but I don't even have Instagram on my phone until I have to post shit. And I don't even want to post things. I don't even want a phone. That's how much I hate the phone. Girls don't know anything about the gym. So this is the thing. When you're actually going like this, okay, look at older people. You can even look at me. If you're younger, look at me, okay? I look at older people at the gym or at the triathlon, and I say, that guy is in shape, he's got a hot wife, and he's got great children. I go over and I talk with that guy. I want to get to know him. What are you doing? What's your schedule? What's your thinking? When you actually hear their thinking, it's crazy what they're automatically thinking. It's always abundance, and it's always positive that things will work out. They start from a place of solution. Anything. My tires broken, my bike didn't get shipped on the plane, I lost my luggage. They come from a place of solution. Great. Where's a bike shop? Where's a place I could buy some clothes? They come from a place of solution. So I said, I want to be that guy. I want to be that guy. How do I be that guy? What do I need to do? Okay. Solution oriented. Perfect. I have no one in my life that I'm going to date and marry right now. But I like the way that she looks and she's positive. What attributes does she have that I like? She's athletic. She looks like a good mother, blah, blah, blah. Good relationship. I don't know the specifics. I'm just going off. Okay, great. I want that. Here's the other thing. Positive mind, positive thoughts with positive action. Action. That's it. Nothing's coming into your life. No one's giving you anything. There's no fucking freedom dividend. And this is the thing, is that if people give you things, there's a lot of things about that. Someone gives you something, you don't appreciate it as much because you didn't earn it, okay? Number two is when everything is given to you, there is no meaning because you didn't actually build it, create it, earn it. You didn't actually do that. But I agree with you, Dan. So let's go to the other point of view. You're at the gym. You see someone that's been going to the gym for, I know his probably over a year, probably 2 years. Well, let's say 2 years. He's been going to the gym for 2 years. He is still fat. He's still fat. He's not, he might be obese. He's fat. He's probably 50 to 60 pounds too big. That's fat. Okay? That's not big boned. Okay? Nature doesn't have big bones. Those people died. Okay? They didn't procreate. They got eaten or they died in war. Okay? Big bones didn't procreate. Okay? So enough of this big boned, it's my genetics. Look at nature. Nature's pretty good at procreating and having only the fittest, the most adapted survive. Okay? It's like anything else. So I looked at him and I said, I think he's 60 years old. Okay? Divorced twice. Overweight. Not much hair. Looks kind of stressed out. Complains about politics. And I look at him and I'm like, I don't want to be that person. So what trajectory did he have to get to that point? 2 divorces, still overweight, not much hair, bitches about politics. Dude, the reason I don't complain about politics is because I don't follow politics. Because what the fuck is Donald Trump going to do for me? What the hell is Andrew Cuomo? I think that's even our governor. I don't give a shit. Because they're going to pass the law anyway. And I'm not going to any of their rallies. I'm not donating to anyone. Okay? I leave it up to those people. I know people give pushback and they're like, you should know. Why? What am I going to do? Nothing. I'm not going to do anything with the information. It's the same thing with the people that we hang out with. Why am I hanging out with that person? They're only draining me of energy. I like hanging out with them because they give me drama. That's the water cooler talk. So you really have to look at people and say, what is Charles doing? Why is he happier? Why is he different? Okay? I told Eric, I'm going to start making more expired calls. I'm meeting with someone tomorrow to potentially be a part-time assistant. We're going to put something right here. It's going to be a phone booth. It's very expensive. It's $5,000, I think, $5,500. But we could then make more sales calls. So what is Charles doing? I told Erica, who works with me, I said, listen, I'm going to fall on my face for at least 3 weeks of making calls. But from those 3 weeks, I'm going to know what to do and what not to do. I told them that. Well, I'm figuring this out as much as you are. But I noticed that when I eat sugar, I'm lost. I get acne. My brain doesn't focus. And I'm lethargic. So I said, let's try it without sugar. Perfect. Let's do without sugar. The apartment is still available. I don't know. Someone just texted me. Milk is the same thing. I get acne. We probably shouldn't be drinking another animal's milk when we're grown. Okay? So what I'm getting at is you literally have small things every single day that you have a decision to make. And I make that decision every single day. What's good? What's not good? Let's try this. Let's try that. Okay? And then from there, I say, okay, that worked. I'm going to cut out sugar. Dairy. I have coconut because it's better than almond milk. Coconut's better for your brain. Almond's actually really good too, but there's a better one. So that's the thing. That's good. I'm doing that too for 3 weeks. Dude, it's a lifestyle. It is a lifestyle. It is a lifestyle. It's not a diet. It's not a fad. You know, another reason I don't go on social media is because everyone is full of shit, okay? Everyone is full of shit. I know their lives, and they're just lying, okay? I put out my goals for the triathlon. Some of them I obtained, and other ones I didn't. I didn't swim as fast as I wanted to. I didn't go into transition and go from the swim to the bike, and then the bike to the run as fast as I wanted to, you know? I did place in the top 200 and I ran as fast as I wanted to. So that's the thing, is that accountability I need. Okay, I need accountability. I'm not going to do it on my own. I need someone in this office for me to make phone calls. Okay, you guys are my accountability. So faith, the trajectory that it's going to work out, and just the day-to-day decision of in silence, stillness speaks, in silence, saying, why am I thinking about this all the time? That means your body cares or your mind cares. Okay? It's a fact. All right? Everyone is full of shit online. Stop following them or comparing yourself. The second thing is there's no content. As this said, literally, I'll just go over the first page. And that's it. And then I'll leave you guys because I got to go home. It's already 8 o'clock. I'm waking up at 4 something to go and bike. So here you go. Literally page 1. It's not even page 1, it's the index. A true spirit, and I've already read this, but it's good to just go over this again. A true spiritual teacher does not have anything to teach in the conventional sense of the word. They don't have anything to add and nothing to give. No new information, no beliefs, or rules of conduct. The only function of a teacher is to help you remove that which separates you from the truth of who you are and what you already know in the depth of your being. Because you probably weren't paying attention, and or I suck at reading. The first part said, I feel like your prospecting says better because you have listings. I have no listings. Dude, Erwin, you're just fucking making things up, okay? I never had listings. Nobody that had listings started with listings. No one's given listings. You can easily have listings. Nobody asks me. Nobody says, how many listings do you have? You know, it's just say yours. I'm going to put all my information into yours. You got to remove things is what Eckhart Tolle is saying, is that it's already there. It's already there. You already know what to do. You already know what to do every single day. It's removing the shit in the way. And as Michael A. Singer in The Untethered Soul, which is a phenomenal book, he says, we build a house around ourselves. and we don't want the light to get in. So we close the blinds, we shutter up the windows, and we sit in our room and we say, we want the world to be nice and safe. We want the outside world to not come in. So you just go like this. Facebook is worse. I still go on once in a while. Usually I make a weird comment. Yeah, there's no reason to be on that. That's not getting you in shape. That's not getting you money. It's there as a distraction. Facebook was engineered for multiple reasons. One, it's always different, you go on. Number two, you're comparing yourself within the tribe. Number three, your dog uses Facebook. That's funny. So you compare yourself in the tribe. Number two is there's always going to be different content, so it's known as variety. Number three is you also, when you post something, you get a little ding, a notification, a feel good, a dopamine rush, a hit. I was just in a casino, it's the exact same thing. Why? You saw fruit in the distance, your body says, go to the fruit. That's sugar, that's good, it's bright. You eat it, and then you have a dopamine rush. Do that again. Do that again. It's all engineered, okay? It's not getting you towards the goals. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is the last thing I'm going to say, is that there will be a absolute mental breakdown within society in the next 10 years. Because all the people that grew up with social media, that is essentially, I'm not right. There's an amazing book out there. It's not called Hooked. I think that's another book. But there is an unbelievable book that goes over it. And it's essentially, and by the way, it's not you on Instagram. It's not you on Facebook. It's the anticipation of you getting on Instagram and Facebook. Because when you're done, but when you're about to go on it, what am I going to see? Maybe I have a comment, maybe I have a follower, maybe I have a like. Oh my God. Dude, go through some of my last posts. Maybe not my triathlons, because people like that. But go through some of my other posts. I have less than 10 likes. I'm not one to be like, I'm going to delete that. I have less than 10 likes. You know why? Because Facebook or Instagram said, we know that you don't scroll through shit. We know that you don't post often. We know that you don't actually have this on your phone sometimes, because someone else said that they tie it to your IP address. Someone just texted me in a text. So they know if you're posting there or someone else, okay? Atomic Habits, of course. I had something very good I was going to leave you with. Oh, so this is the thing. And I'm going to call it 10 years out, is that you need to watch The Great Hack. Can you just repost that again? So in 10 years, all the people that have Instagram and Facebook that are 30, I'm 34. So all the people that just got on it, so that means from age 28 to about 35 right now, will now be 38 and 45. And guess what that age is? Ding, ding, ding. The midlife crisis. I'm not married. I don't have a job that I like. I'm going to go get a dog or a cat. You're already seeing that from females that are, some males, but females that are 38 to 41, 42, they worked, and I put in quotes because some of them, they use that as an excuse not to meet a man sometimes, because they said, I'm working too much. Guys use it all the time too. I work too much. That's why I don't go to the gym, or I don't approach pretty girls. But the problem is, that is not the meaning of life. Man, Irwin was a great worker. He was the best real estate agent. No, they're going to say, what was the character? What was his contribution? How were his kids? What was his wife like? That's what they're going to say. Man, Charles, he was a hell of a prospector. He prospected the shit out of those phones. No, I noticed that I thought that if I post on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, that people start following me because I'm posting. It's not how it works, okay? They reward you online for what you do in person, Let me say that again. They reward you, they, followers, YouTube, everything else, reward you for what you do in person. David Goggins, perfect example. Jordan Peterson, perfect example. Jeff Bezos, perfect example. None of those guys post often, okay? But they are rewarded online for what they do in person. So I said, I need a videographer because I don't want to actually edit and do my own videos. I need to make money to hire a videographer. How do I make money? I need to prospect. I need to make money. I need to just put my head down and do the same shit every single fucking day for years so I could hire someone that could follow me around. And then, Charles, where'd you come from? Who's this Charles guy? Oh, he built this big business. It's not sexy, fellas and ladies. It's not sexy. It's just day in and day out. We have a choice to do what we need to do, which is our capital S self, or what we don't want to do. And we end up not doing it. So we just wake up late, snooze the alarm, and we think this is in control when it's not. So get rid of the social media, the phone as much as you can. You sit in silence and you ask the 3 questions. What is the man or woman that I want to be? Okay? And this isn't like one sentence. You sit there for 45 minutes to an hour and you just say, who do I want to become? A great father, a great athlete, a great orator, a great businessman. That's mine. How do I become that? I can't become a great father. I don't have that. The book is probably 10 years out, 15 years out. It's going to be really good. It's going to be really good because by then I'm going to have honed exactly what people need to focus on. And I'm so close. I am so close right now based on getting 4 listings after not, I'm not going to have the credibility. I actually, the one book is What Not to Do in Business. Because I have screenshots of my bank account that I'm going to release one day. Actually, I've never told anyone that. And it shows how much credit card debt, doesn't show my IRS debt, but it showed how much credit card debt I had and how much little money I had in my bank account. And I'm talking about $1. The other one maybe have $3. I'll release those screenshots. It's when all of that is paid off completely. It is when I'm in a place that the post will gain credibility. Where, wow, okay. You know why? Because there's a lot of people like that in the world that are just hiding shit. So I'm hiding that because it's finances. I'm hiding that because I don't want my clients to know. I'm hiding that because I want it to be where the numbers are like that, where there's way more money in the bank, way more money in the bank. And then I could say, look at that, I just bought this apartment for cash, or this building, or I expanded to a new office space, which I just asked for today. I'm telling you right now, the number one thing that I've noticed is that if you hit on something and you do it consistently, I got the last 4 listings with very little effort, and you actually contemplate that, you say, I should do that again and again and again. I need accountability. I need to put my goals public. I need to have no distractions at all. None. I am really bad with distractions. I can't have it on my phone. I can't. Maybe you're different. I doubt it. Okay? Be real with yourself. Okay? You're overweight. You're obese. You're fat. You're broke. You're in debt. I'm not where I want to be. Whatever it is. I was real with myself. Charles, you're drinking too much. Charles, you're eating like shit. Charles, you're posting like you're a great human when in fact you're not. This year, that came to a complete end. Triathlons, you can't do that correctly. okay? Business, I said, dude, you owe a lot of money. Earlier this year, I said, you owe a lot of money. You need to get this settled. You're going to be going into a recession. You need to have at least 10 months to 12 months of cash reserves, okay? I'm going to be roughly 11 months once a big closing happens next week, okay? I'm going to bring on someone that I'm going to have to pay her a decent amount of money. She's overqualified for the job, but she sounds awesome. If she stays aboard, and if Eric stays aboard, 2020 looks pretty fucking good. It really does. I'm 10 years into the industry. I wanted to be a millionaire by 30. I am nowhere near that, and I'm 34. But I have the trajectory that if I keep on doing what I'm doing, there's more competitors that are leaving the industry. There's more people that I used to look up to that are also saying, my kids are more important. That's awesome. That's nothing against that. Or being lazy and watching TV. Awesome. Go do that. That's cool. That's not me. It's not me. So I'm on the trajectory, and it's going to be, I started following you years ago because of the gallon of water. That's funny. The gallon of water. I've gotten so much shit about that. But I do. I drink, to this day, water is the best thing that's ever happened to me. I sleep better. My skin is clear. I don't wear deodorant. I don't wash my hair. And you may ask, why don't you wear deodorant? Because I drink water and I eat clean and I sweat every single day. So anything that may have entered my body, it's not even there. My hair, I barely have product in this hair. And the reason being is because I meditate at night while stretching and drinking water and putting on this beautiful music. It's known as prayer. I call it prayer. It's a prayer song. It's not like Christian prayer, but it's got like this very meditative thing. No, I thrive on doubt. I don't want someone to say, Charles, you're really good or you're the best or anything else. I want people to say, I don't think you could do it. And then I'll actually start doing it and proving them wrong and feeling good about it. So it's 8:06. I have to wake up. I have to bike for an hour and I have to run for an hour tomorrow. Okay. So that's, 8 miles running and then biking, whatever amount is indoor trainers. Okay. It's really hard to talk about money when you don't have money, or it's really hard to talk about listings when you don't have listings. The best example is Dan Bilzerian. Dan Bilzerian talks about, here's actually a better quote, something Lee, the rocker Lee, whatever. He was sleeping with, what's her name? Pamela Anderson Lee, what's his name? Whatever his name is. He said a quote, great. Someone asked him, why do you have, you have sex you have so much sex so often? And he goes, yeah, it's like when I'm hungry, I eat. And that hit me. He has such an abundance life. Tommy Lee, there you go. He has such an abundant life that he actually compared eating with sex. His sex life is so abundant that he looked at the interview, he's like, yeah, what, when you're hungry, you eat. It's like, when I'm horny, I just fuck. I just have a girl. And I thought about that and I said, there's something lacking in his life. It's not one of those two, but there's something lacking in his life. And he said, how do I get that? And the reason that it's more of a scarcity is because he doesn't have any of it. So Erwin, I understand when you have no listings, it's easy to come from this scarcity mindset because you are scarce with listings. And it's the same thing with someone that's in shape. It's easy for me, or it's easy for someone that says, oh, I never did it for money. Well, when you're like me and like most people, and you had a lot of debt from building the business for 5 years, and you had very little money, it's really hard to say, I kept on doing it not for money. I was doing it to build a business because I would rather do that, but it's really hard. So faith, the trajectory, people will start moving away and just make the decision. what is Charles doing that I like? What is he doing that I don't like? There's shit that you don't like that I do, and there's shit that you like that I do. Or whatever, the opposite. I don't even know what I just said. But it's the same thing when I see someone that's fat. What life choices does he make every single day? I don't want to be that. What life choices did that person make? I want to do that every single day. That's what you have to decide. What did that person do? The time is going to pass anyway. All right? So have an amazing day. Till the next video in 2020. Now, whenever I re-download this, I'm going to delete it. I'm going to delete Instagram, everything. Have an amazing